The judge looked at Aisha with a quiet smile before the hearing even began, not the kind of smile that gives comfort, the kind that already decides who belongs and who does not. Her father Mr. Khalil sat confidently beside his lawyer while people in the courtroom whispered among themselves. Some stared openly after seeing the photographs displayed on the screen. Aisha standing in a small cafe carrying teacups, wiping tables, taking orders in a simple black uniform. Her father's lawyer spoke calmly. Your Honor, she is only a cafe worker. How can someone with such a lifestyle manage a fortune worth millions? A few people laughed softly. The judge adjusted his glasses and looked toward Aisha. Are these pictures real? He asked. Yes, Your Honor, she replied quietly. And you currently work there? Yes. The room became heavier. Her father never even looked at her. He sat there like he had already won. Aisha remembered something her grandfather Haji Rahman once told her. Never rush to defend yourself. People reveal their own hearts first. So she stayed calm. The lawyer continued speaking about responsibility, financial management, and maturity. He described her as inexperienced and unstable simply because she worked in a cafe. Then the judge asked, do you have anything to say for yourself? Aisha slowly stepped forward. Your Honor, she said softly, working with honesty is never shameful. The room became silent. She continued, my parents sent me to live with my grandfather. When I was very young. He raised me with discipline, respect, and patience. He taught me that money never makes a person valuable, character does. Her voice never became emotional or loud. My grandfather always reminded me to respect my parents no matter how distant they became. He used to say, a child who loses respect for parents loses peace inside themselves. Even after years of silence and pain, Aisha never insulted her father. She never exposed family secrets. She never shouted at him because she believed dignity matters even when hearts are broken. Then she finally revealed the truth. I am not just a cafe worker. I serve as a legal officer under government service, and the cafe work is temporary during my transition period. The courtroom changed completely. People who once smirked now stayed quiet. The judge leaned forward carefully. Her father's lawyer suddenly lost confidence. Aisha handed over documents proving her qualifications, service history, and legal training. The judge reviewed them slowly. Then he looked toward her father's side. The court was given only a selective picture. He said calmly, this changes things. For the first time that day, Mr. Khalil looked uncomfortable. Aisha did not smile. She only stood there with calmness because her grandfather had taught her something greater than victory. Respect is not proven when life is easy. It is proven when you still choose dignity after being misunderstood. After the short recess, the courtroom felt completely different. The same people were there, but the judgment in their eyes had faded. The judge returned with Aisha's file in his hands and spoke in a more careful tone. Her father's lawyer tried once more. Your Honor, we still question whether she can properly handle such responsibility while working an ordinary job. Aisha listened quietly before answering. A simple job does not reduce a person's worth. Work done honestly carries honor. Then she added gently, many people judge others by uniforms, salaries, and appearances while never seeing their sacrifices, struggles, or responsibilities behind closed doors. The courtroom stayed silent as she continued speaking. My grandfather taught me that respect toward parents should never disappear even during disagreement. He always reminded me that parents carry burdens children never fully understand. She glanced toward her father for the first time. I may have been hurt, but I still speak to him with respect because bitterness only destroys families further. The judge listened carefully. Aisha explained how her grandfather spent years preparing her to become disciplined, responsible, and patient. He trusted her not because she was perfect but because she stayed consistent even during hardship. Then the judge finally spoke. This court finds no evidence of incapacity or mismanagement. The estate will remain under Miss Aisha Rahman's authority. The decision ended quietly, but its lesson stayed behind. Her father lowered his eyes for a moment before standing up. He looked at her differently now, not with pride but with realization. As everyone slowly left the courtroom, he stopped beside her. You could have embarrassed me today, he said softly. Aisha shook her head. No matter what happened between us, you are still my father. For the first time, the silence between them no longer felt angry. It felt human. Outside the courthouse, the evening air moved gently across the streets. Aisha stood alone for a moment, remembering her grandfather's words. Real strength is not humiliating people when you finally have power. Real strength is controlling your heart when you do. She walked forward calmly, carrying not just an inheritance but the values that made her worthy of it. Respect, patience, and dignity remain with a person longer than wealth ever will, and sometimes, the greatest victory is proving yourself without losing your manners, your character, or your respect for the people who once failed to understand you.